Hello again. I've been trying to do these daily vlogs, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's therapy. I don't know if I just have a lot I need to say, and the idea is uncut. I don't want to cut them up. I don't want to put them in the nonlinear editor and cut them up for two reasons. It's labor intensive, and it's just why cut up? Why not just try to let the the thoughts flow out? Why I don't feel the need to splice it up and edit it into a condensed piece with a bunch of jump cuts all over the place. To me, I see that, and it kind of I don't know, it diminishes, I guess, the thought pattern of the vlog. Now, vlog, the whole term vlog, I don't even know what that means. I guess video log, and some vlogs, people take their cameras, whatever camera they have, and they kind of like go outside and they point it at themselves, or maybe they point it at their environment. They walk around and then they cut all that up, and it's like, this was my day. Look at my day. Here's me getting into the car. Here's a close-up of me putting the keys in the ignition. Here's a couple of shots of the camera out of the front the windshield there. Here's some people crossing the street while I'm waiting at a red light, and then here's me arriving at my destination, going up the steps. Here's me in the grocery store, making a scene, and what have you. And then it all blends together into the vlog, or the video log, or the I don't even know if I really care for that term. That's what I'm going to call these particular videos, is vlogs. So how that is interpreted, I don't really care. I don't really know. I just feel the need to express this and to not cut it up and to just put it straight. Just bam. I'm basically going to take this, throw it into Premiere Pro, throw a title on it with a date, and then maybe create a keyframe, and then bam, just upload it to YouTube. I don't want to have to cut it up. I don't want to have to do any kind of touch-up crap or anything like that. I was working with the green screen and chronoing that, and to get that to look good, and without special lighting, it's got to be very evenly. That's just all just junk. It's like, unless you have a real definitive, structured idea, artistic vision, it's just, that all to me is just a lot of extra work. And until I have an actual clear vision of what I want to do with chronoing or whatever special effects, it seems really a lot of work for nothing. Same with having multiple, like I was doing a couple of films where there was multiple, I'd have like three of me on the screen at the same time. Through masking and After Effects, you can have like three of me on the screen at the same time, and just, again, but I don't really have a concrete vision. It's just more or less kind of a challenge to myself to see if I can do that, and then actually there'll be maybe I'll leave a link in the description for that particular piece where I walk around and I mask around. It happened to be a wall with two doors, and I thought it would be fun to have me going in and out of the doors and whatnot. Anyway, enough of that. That was kind of a tangent. That was kind of a rant. That was kind of a going out in left field. Anyway, I woke up about an hour ago. I've had my coffee. I've done my semi-morning routine, and I think it's coming up on 3 o'clock. I got to go to work here in a couple of hours. So I got this little span of time here. There's a few things I need to do. There's a few requirements. I got to make my lunch. I got to get in the shower. I got to get my shit together as far as, all the stuff I needed to do before work. But there is a little bit of allotted free time in there. Something I have been trying to do every day is a bike ride. I go on a 2-mile bike ride. I have a certain little route that I go on. And although that's been changing up lately, I've been trying to extend it into a 3-mile bike ride. I'd ride for hours if I had the time. I really enjoy. What I do is I put the bike into a low gear and just kind of pedal along, kind of like chill it out, kind of breathe in the air, and observe my surroundings in a very, thank God I'm so blessed to be able to just ride my bike down a street and breathe in the air, and just in that kind of it's almost a meditative type thing, or a thing that just I need to do it. Like it does something for me spiritually and mentally. Not that I'm that spiritual of a person, but it installs me with this just sense of I don't know, it's hard to put into words, but I really enjoy doing that. And so I'll probably do that. I might work on some music, but lately it's just like every time I go to work on music, I start to work on music and I realize I don't want to mess with it. I realize it's just not what I want to do. And I've been struggling with that a lot because I do feel the need to be creative, but then once I'm allotted some free time, it's like that kind of almost forced creativity. I feel myself not wanting to, in my case, sit in front of the computer. Like the lack that it's such a something that's very untangible about it, I guess. It's like, okay, I want to work on some music, and that involves sitting in front of it, staring at a screen on the computer. And to me, I get in that environment, I'm like, I don't want to work on music today. And so I've been kind of like I've been trying to stay away from the office, the computer, the feeling the need to do something creative, computer-based creative shit every single day. But then if it goes too long, I start to feel like life is just ticking away and I should be more, more constructive, I guess, with my time. But, who really defines what is constructive, I guess? So anyway, I got that kind of set up today. I'm probably going to go and have myself a bowl of cereal with a banana in it. I found some really inexpensive cereal that's low in sugar. Maybe I'll bring the box down and show it to you in the future. But it's a really good cereal. It's very low in sugar. It's very filling. I slice a banana in that thing, and then I'm going to probably eat that, and then throw on some shorts and probably get on down the road with my bike ride, come back to the house. Maybe I'll work on music or something. I got to cut up some video of a friend has a window washing business, and I might work on that video, kind of cutting that up. What I want to do is make several separate commercials, if you will, or promotional type video clips all under a minute, and do 3 or 4, maybe up to like 5 or 6 different quick little 1-minute kind of ads or whatever. And then I got the logo, put the logo on there, and just create something that's you gotta take into the account that people don't have the attention span to watch a 3-minute video. So I'm going to splice it up into something less than a minute, maybe closer to 30 seconds, maybe 27 seconds would be a good time to shoot for. So I got to cut those up, and so that's something else that's on my agenda. But it's not something I didn't need to do immediately, but it's something I do want to work on this next week or so. And then like I say, dabbling in music a little bit. I want to try to finish stuff. My big thing is nothing feels better to me than finishing a project. So during the week I may start 20 different projects and just walk away from them and not actually go back and finish them. I'd rather finish one project than start 20 projects. And so that's a bad habit, and that's a bad kind of it's kind of a bad routine I've gotten into. Is like I'll feel very motivated to work on music, for example, and I will start a few projects, be really excited about them, and then walk away from them and never come back and finish them. And so I end up with a shitload of files in a folder that's on a computer that you stare at the screen. Is like I say, it's non-tangible. It's like if you were to create something that is physical, you would physically see it every day. If you were a sculptor or painter or even a photographer that had stuff you could visibly look at. You didn't have to turn on the machine to even look at the art. It was something you could just pick up. But again, that's a kind of a tangent. As far as my little gripes about everything being inside a machine, I guess that's technology. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with technology, but there's something that's not, I guess, tangible about it, as far as seeing what you're working on visibly, being able to even hit play on a cassette recorder, like an old Tascam 4-track. I could hit play. I could, I got to turn on the machine before I can even do anything, before I can even look or hear what I've been working on. I have to turn on the machine and sit down in front of the screen before it's like, So it's a little horrifying, but again, I'm blessed and lucky to have the technology and be able to, not that I have a big expensive system, I am pretty budget in that way, but just the ability to have the ability to have that technology in my life and be able to use it and create with it. So anyway, I think that's about it for today. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Yeah, like I say, I'm just don't really have a concrete agenda. I'll probably get my bike ride in today, make my lunch, and get ready for work. And yeah, no big news. Kind of a boring vlog today. But in the future, I'm going to actually do some stuff where we will actually leave this chair and walk around and explore the environment. So that'll be exciting. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. Give a comment. Comments are fun. Tell a friend about the channel. Subscribe yourself. Hit that little bell so you can get the notifications. But I'm going to try to do these every day. Probably not, though, because a vlog like this every day that's kind of substance free and there's not a whole lot in it may get actually a little hard to watch and a little, dare I say it, boring. But there's going to be stuff to talk about in the future, and we will actually leave this chair and explore the world eventually. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so like I say, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys again. Thank you.